How's everyone doing? I hope you're well. This is Talking Truth with Terry. Now, this video I'm making, this is what I use personally instead of all these medications. Now, I touched on my past before briefly, but it was a bit traumatic. It was a bit wild back then, which led to a lot of addiction issues being young and naive. But I overcame that myself, and I looked for natural organic remedies. Now, I was on these tablets for years to no avail. Didn't get me nowhere, made me worse if anything. I studied what they're actually doing to your insides. Have a little look at this. You know what I mean? It's not good. I was on these omeprazoles and God knows what. I had a look at what they do as well. But at the end of the day, I'm not a doctor. Have a listen to this, man. He is.
Let's say you are deficient in hydrochloric acid. You're going to have heartburn. What are you going to be given? An antacid. So now we're going to treat low hydrochloric acid with something to take that last little bit that you have left and remove that. That is going to make everything worse because this is the start of the chain of events that occurs all the way down through here. And so the person ends up taking stronger drugs and more drugs. The more that you're going to create a deficiency in bile salts. So now we don't have enough bile salts. So then all the supplements that you take, like the omega-3 fatty acids, don't get absorbed. You don't get vitamin A, D, E, and K, and we have all sorts of problems. And also, one really important thing about bile is the elimination of cholesterol. So now cholesterol kind of just stays up into the liver, and then you have and backs up into the arteries, and you create all sorts of...
It's mental, innit? That's what they say. The old saying, a cured patient is a lost customer. They fix one problem, they create another. At the end of the day, if everybody's well, they won't be making the bread, will they? They won't be getting that money in. The old big pharma. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm actually making my own apple cider vinegar at the moment, organic, raw. And here's why. It is a godsend. Have a little listen to Dr. Berg. Shout out to him.
There's some fascinating, important benefits in drinking apple cider vinegar. One of my videos on YouTube has 17 million views. And so I must have something good to say about apple cider vinegar. And I do. Number one, it is awesome for lowering blood sugars. It helps lower your blood sugars so much that you will also get a lowering of your cholesterol values, a lessening of insulin resistance, decreased insulin, more fat burned off from your liver, less belly fat, lowered blood pressure. It can decrease risk for kidney stones. It can make you less hungry, allowing you to go from meal to meal without the cravings. Apple cider vinegar can actually give you energy directly. You'll just feel more energetic. But one of the biggest benefits is it will help you digest, lowering your bloating, lessening indigestion. The only two reasons not to take apple cider vinegar: number one, if you have gastritis, as well as an ulcer. And so the best ratio is 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar per glass of water.
That's good gear, isn't it? Get on it, people. I make my own apple cider vinegar, raw with my mother. Not only that, I also make my own sauerkraut. And this is why I have a cup a day of this. People look at me like I've got horns in my head when I'm sitting chomping this stuff. Well, here's why. Have a little listen to Dr. Berg. Shout out to him.
What would happen if you consume sauerkraut every single day for 14 days? Sauerkraut is not only nutrient dense, but it's probiotic dense. Sauerkraut is fermented cabbage, which means it has extra benefits than just regular cabbage. You're getting a major probiotic and a lot of extra nutrition, especially vitamin C. 1 cup of sauerkraut every single day can give you 10 times the RDA for vitamin C. So you're going to get better digestion, better immune system because of the microbes. Fermented foods are easier to digest. And with all the other additional benefits like lactic acid, you're not going to get bloating with sauerkraut as you would get if you ate raw vegetables. Always get organic sauerkraut in its raw form, not the one that's pasteurized.
There we are, troops. Shout out to Dr. Berg for explaining it better for me. Because as I said, I'm not a doctor. But I know when I feel better. And this stuff makes me better. Rather than all these medications. Right? God's way is the best way. Not only that, I make a lot more stuff than apple cider vinegar and sauerkraut. I'll be putting more videos in the future to come. And hopefully, coming down the pipeline, I'll be able to sell all these produce and tell people what it does to help them, instead of making people worse. But I'd like to thank you all kindly very, very much for clicking on here and watching. Please like, share and subscribe. This is Talking Truth with Terry again. God bless you all. Much love. Bye bye now.